Good evening, Jefferson. Good evening, Lavetta. Good evening.
LIB, stand up. Take me back to Liberia, where the drums still play my song. Take me back to my homeland. It's the place where I belong.
LIB Future TV, giving voice to progressive Liberians, speaking about politics, entertainment, and local news.
Good evening, Liberia and its environment. You are into to LIB Future TV live on Facebook and Kia Radio 95.9. The show you are watching is LIB Future TV with Joseph Koba. Today we got a couple of issues on our decks. Those trending issues that is parading our political landscapes of our country that need to be looked into. Every world, meaning Liberians, we have to have a say on these issues. But before then, we will take a break, and when we come back, we go over to Lavetta Davis with the latest news updates.
Okay, so but let's welcome Lavetta now with our news update.
Let me say good evening to our listeners in Radio Lane. Good evening to those of you watching via our Facebook page, LIB Future TV. Today's trending news with me, Lavetta Davis. 4 ANC youth leaders selected for Young Political Leadership School of Africa. 4 youth leaders from the Alternative National Congress, a domitable National Youth Congress, have been selected to participate in the Young Political Leadership School of Africa, one of the continent's prestigious political leadership programs. Party officials described the selection as a testament to the youth's potential and a chance to sharpen their vision, master advocacy, and align with the ANC's mission. The party reaffirmed its commitment to supporting the next generation of change makers, urging their delegates to dive in challenge yourselves and come back ready to lead their way to 2029. The ANC also thanked Honorable Tar Wongwe for his continued support of the party's youth. Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency fires 2 volunteer agents over alleged drug starts. The Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency has dismissed volunteer agents Musa Kamara and Akaras Jiple after an internal probe found unauthorized dealings with drug suspects. The Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency said both interfered in active cases and compromised operation, calling it a serious breach of professional standards. House Committee recommends 16 new legislative seats. A special House Committee has recommended adding 16 electoral districts, raising House seats from 73 to 89 based on new population thresholds. No county will lose seats. Monserrado will gain 3, while Nimba, Bom, and Lofa will each get 2. The report was presented April 21 by Chair Thomas Romeo Quayle. DeLong Jala fought Koluba expulsion process. Senator Abraham Darras DeLong called Representative Yeke Koluba's expulsion unlawful, citing due process concerns. Koluba was removed with 49 signatures after claiming disputed Liberia Guinea land belongs to Guinea. Representative Sim P. Jala is weighing legal action over alleged signature forgery in the expulsion vote. Central Bank of Liberia plans 79 billion Liberian dollars currency print, 2,000 notes Liberian dollars for stability. Central Bank of Liberia Governor Heron F. Samway told the Senate the bank plans to print 79 billion Liberian dollars and introduce a 2,000 Liberian dollars note from 2026 to 2030 to ease cash shortages and replace multilateral notes. 14.7 billion Liberian dollars will be printed in 2026. As Samuel said, reserves are critically low and the expansion is under 40% of total money supply. Court summons Central Bank of Liberia governor into an economic sabotage trial. Criminal Court C orders Central Bank of Liberia Governor Heron F. Samway authenticated financial documents as ex-finance minister Samuel Twe mounted his defense. Testifying April 20, Twe argued spending doesn't always need rating requests and said emergency national security spending can occur by consensus, challenging prosecution claims on FRA fund transfers. Gambia begin reparations for Jema-era victims. Gambia started paying reparations to over 1,000 victims of Yaya Jammeh's 2022-year rule following a 2021 TRRC recommendation for $237 million, which is 3.7 million. 83 victims were targeted initially, with 761 expected in total. A special prosecutor was appointed as the country prepares a tribunal. Advocates say it offers lessons for Liberia's third $50 million reparation plan. NSA Woods denies plot to arrest Representative Koluba. National Security Advisor Samuel Kofi Woods rejected claims by a Washington-based diaspora group that he is orchestrating Representative Yeke Koluba arrest for treason. Woods called it a deliberate misinformation campaign and noted his role doesn't include ordering arrests. He said the allegations are politically motivated and ill-fated. Bapolu Senator seeks Gola Park law amendment for border communities. Bapolu Senator Boto Kanin is pushing to amend the 2016 Gola Rainforest National Park at arguing it fails to fairly compensate for border communities whose livelihoods are disrupted by park demarcations. Speaking April 19 at an ROM sponsors a peace, culture, and dialogue event in Camp Alpha. Kane flagged illegal imbalance. Killing an elephant brings 5 years imprisonment, but there's little recourse when an elephant kills a citizen. She also called for immigration policies that don't embarrass citizens doing cross-border travel. Woman charged with manslaughter in fiance's death. National Security Advisor Samuel Kofi Woods Woman charged with manslaughter in fiancé death. Police have charged 30-year-old Annie Colley with manslaughter after her fiancé Michelle Noah died following an April 12 domestic fight in the New Israel community. Investigators say Noah forced his way into a bedroom where Colley had been sleeping separately and pulled her head, prompting a struggle in which she allegedly hit him multiple times with a stone. He was pronounced dead at Redemption Hospital. Police cited ongoing domestic issues and said the couple shared 4 children. And Bouaka faces criticism for United States trip as Guinean soldier reported in FOIA. President Joseph Bouaka is facing criticism for traveling to the United States while Guinean soldiers are reportedly occupying territory in Foya District, Lofa County. Representative Musa Belete said Guinean soldiers remain in Foya and are now constructing structures. Residents report displacement, disrupted farming, and fear due to armed troops in close proximity. What happens if they march to our capital? One resident asks, saying the situation keeps them from sleeping. My name is Lavecta Davis. I presented the latest news update from Liberia.
Thank you very much, Lavetta, with the latest news updates. Now we move straight into business. We have a lot of trending issues that is parading our political landscapes of these beloved nations that need serious concern and need to be addressed. We'll first begin with a brief summary of Representative Ta Wombi on COMIS and ECOWAS meetings. Representative Ta Wombi, an ANC lawmaker for Nima County District 7, held a strategic meeting with ANC political leader Alexander B. Cummings. He also hosted ECOWAS Parliament Committee on Administration and Finance and Budget in Monrovia to review the 2025 end year budget performance. But in that meeting, Representative Wombi had 5 points of endorsement of Alexander B. Cummings. These are, we're going to look at the 5 points that he strikes with an endorsement. 1, proving leadership as skills, led Coca-Cola Africa and served as global chief administrative officer, managing billion-dollar systems. Liberia needs that competence. Yes, it is true that Liberia needs somebody with that, competencies. Need somebody who have that, who know how to manage. Because if you look at this, someone who manage $1 billion system that were well organized runs on $1 billion. So Representative Ta Wombi, strikes in that We need somebody like this to lead this nation in order to transform our beloved country. His second point here is this: system builders focus on executions, teams, and accountabilities, not handout politics. You throw politics aside, you focus on executing your duty as a leader and create a unique team, and then you put in place accountabilities. The third point he stressed here is independence, integrity. Although independent integrity, Alexander B. Cummings is an independent. Individually, he is independent. He has integrity. Financially independent. He didn't need anybody money to push him forward. Yes. Financially, he is independent. So, not tied to political friend, financial, or backroom deals. You don't have to tie him. You don't have to go to, go into the political, financial, and backroom deals and things like that. Try to extort money from investors and all those kind of things to, accumulate wealth. He don't have to do all of those things. This is kind of, that's the kind of leader we need in this country. When we come to the fourth point, the representative stress. It said global credibility, local commitment, command international respects, but invest at home. Bringing global trust with local focus. So if you look at all of these, this is not Alexander Gomez speaking. Even though Representative Tai Wombi is from the ANC, but all what he have point out, it make a lot of sense. This man is not tied to any corruption. All of the area he have worked, he is corruption free. Right? He is corruption free. Then you come to the fifth points that he stressed: consistency of characters. Seen man in 2015, consistency build trust. The same man you people saw when he showed face in Liberia 2015, that the same man you people still saying. He had never flipped. He had remained consistent with what he believed in. On this point, Liberians need to rethink their decisions. They need to sit back in their cover and then, rethink. What? Or, try to think, all right? Like, what really, we as Liberians, what we really need, right? What we really want. Because all of our leaders, our past leaders, current, They have failed us massively. And with this individual with this kind of character, and you know what I'm saying? Don't we think it is about time we give him a chance to govern this country and lead us to a greater prosperity? Because if you did listen to or watch Alexander B. Kumi's recent podcast, he make a lot of sense in that podcast. That Liberians need to watch. If you have not seen it, you can just go, and do that search on Facebook. You will come across that podcast, and you watch that podcast, you will realize that this man mean well for this nation. Then we come to the ECOWAS context, right? As a member of the ECOWAS Finance Committee, one bit said the 2025 budget review is about ensuring accountability, strengthening the financial discipline, and keeping regional institutions focused on delivering real results. So that was all about that meeting with, the ECOWAS, all of that. The people are telling you that they're trying to review the 2025 budgets to ensure that, there were accountability, and make sure that there was no financial malpractice or there was no, problem within that identical, fiscal year budget. There were no irregularity, within the analysis concerning that identical budget. So, fellow Liberians, with all that have been said, I think it's about time as we Liberians try to make that wise decisions. It is our time. It's about the time that you think about your children's future. It's about time that we as Liberians start to think about how do you want to see your nation in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years to come? Do you want to see, do you want to see us on this, struggling path all the time, still talking about roads, still talking about all of these things are belated? These are things that we should have been done with long ago. All of our neighbors are far ahead of us. Even though I was a kid at that time, but I learned that people used to leave Ghana to come to the University of Liberia to study. But we are now leaving from here to go And I got to leave from Ghana to come to the University of Liberia to study, but now we leave from here to go Ghana to study. Leave from here to Ghana to seek medical attentions. Countries that were far ahead of us, they have passed us. We need an innovative leader. We need a leader that, we need a leader that will think outside the box. Who is thinking, far beyond human imagination. And that leader is Alexander Bekomis. If you listen to the podcast, he break down all of these things. How to attract investor into your country, how to manage your resources, all of that. He broke it down for you. He presented to you the way in which he expects you to understand it. Federal Librarian, he cannot do more than what he has said and what he continued to do. Actually, this show has two segments, but then I will combine the both, and then we take calls, because after every after segment once, we should have taken calls, but it's not going to be like that. I will now move to the second segment of the show that has to do with some irregularities in our political landscape. Yes. Now we're going straight into this identical regime. Yeah, this segment 2 of this show, we are diving straight into this regime, all of the promises that they made to the people. Yes. The struggle of Liberians, arrest versus rescue. 2+ years into rescue mission, Liberians still asking, rescue for what? The Liberian people are asking now, well, where did that rescue mission came, where actually came from? Why, they want to understand that, why was the reason you people were asking them, that they needed to be rescued? They are asking. You spoke about agriculture. Food prices say high. Liberian stable food remains imported in this country. No major investment in local farmers or value chains. Since 2024, farmers still lack access to roads, storage, and markets. So where are those rescue promises you made? And our current president spent 40 years, 40+ years in government. He won't serve as agriculture minister, who everybody claims to have some vast experience in agriculture, expect him to deliver in the agriculture sector. But yet and still, we see nothing. Nothing we see. They probably could rose. Morado Caveman, Nima Interior, Southeast, still cut off in rainy season. Now we are diving into the rainy season. All those fake news and things that you hearing now. Like time, we reaching the time that you take those journeys that, oh yeah, I going Sando, I going Grand Cheetah, all those soft era. Yeah, it's about time you try to take those journeys and see what come out of it. Say P. Martin extract $1.62 billion, but no payroll for the communities. No payroll for the communities. Rescue where? So where you people rescuing? Where are you people rescuing? Who are you rescuing at this time? Fellow Liberians, we need to really, sit down in our classes and think. Right? We need to sit and think. What do we really want? We had a citizen-led government. We said they fail us. They rescue. They are not rescuing us anymore. Rather than they are harming us. Right? We have one president who said, and said that referring to his citizens, the people that voted him to power are backing dog. But I will tell you people on this platform today that you should not feel insulted, because it is he is the one that have insulted himself, because as we all know, dogs does not run after people who are useful to them. Dogs does not attack somebody who take care of them. Dogs only run after criminals, evil people. When you possess evil spirit, dog run behind you. When you are criminal, dog run behind you. When you are trespassing, dog will run behind you. So don't feel offended. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you have heard of a statement. It was the same man that said that Kuala Mary New Land, key repeated. Or, yeah, but the president said Kuala Mary New Land, yeah, the kidding people can't tell you, proof. They say, violate the constitution, you worry, impeachment, or I got it, or expulsion. The legislature on break. They call for emergency. To remove Yeke from power. And fellow Liberians, moving Yeke for power require a lot of Liberian resources that are going to be used on the ordinary people. Money that are to be used in hospitals. And what they use to remove Yeke, because calling the people to extra session, it require money. They are not coming back on a empty pocket basis. No, they are coming because of what they stand to gain. Fellow Liberians, we need to take this issue very seriously. Our democracy is taking another twist. Yes, the freedom of speech we once boast about, talk about, is driving and it's driving somewhere that no Liberians will want to see it. Because where it is heading, Yaga was in the country. By the time he landed in the country, he said, yeah, but the president said that. And they were all the same way they talking that, oh yeah, the president got talk. At the same way when he get out talk to those people that they were making homeless. You tell them say, oh yeah, God make it land. Yeah, the people, take the land. That the same statement he just made. When repeat that statement, oh yeah, but the president say God make it land. Yeah, killing people keep on that land. It become a problem. It become an issue. Because they already have problem with him. And even the man Abraham Dara Dillon said that it is it was then that changed. Yaga didn't change. Yaga remained consistent. And he said it during the campaign period. It means that if he moved on to do, if President Boga moved on to do the same things that former President Weah government was doing, he will even do worse than what he have done to the former president regime. So that's something that they are aware of. And Dara didn't say that. He said that that we don't want change. That Yaga remain consistent. So fellow Liberian, our Democrat is taking another shift. Actually, we need to stand up. And the only way we are going to stand up is through the ballot box. Come 2029. To make that decision. We try Unit Party, we try CDC, and yesterday we haven't gotten the result that we need. So the only alternative yet is some, but it is an Gomez. You need to try it with all his track record. You follow the track record. It is unique, corruption free. He working on bigger entities who control budget or billion-dollar budgets, and yet instead he's not tied to any corruption allegations. Talking about some or individual with integrity. Yes. Talking about individual integrity. Federal librarian will move to the rule of law. Say Lebanese as such on security officers spark liberalization debates. But no prosecution yet. One level man grab one librarian security, private security. They beat on him while we had citizens. Our citizens standing and watching. That private security being beaten by our Lebanese. But the reason why, I believe the reason that these people couldn't intervene into that ethnical situation was because it was just simple. They would not have that backing. The government were not back then. The police were not back then. The law will go against them. So they had a right to remain where they are and watch the situation, and they recorded. Some were only seeing recording and something like that. It is bad that foreigner is controlling our economies. This does not happen in Ghana. You speak about the liberalization policy of this country is weak. Up to now, no prosecution yet. Is it the crime theft at Asylum Metal? Workers sack all equipment, but yet no accountability. Concessions still violate agreement with impunities. What are we hearing? All the people, all the companies and things, they were in all those things when it happened. They were just forced on their $5,000-$7,000 go to that individual family and and selling it. They cannot speak on it. It is bad. Why is Liberia like this? If our government cannot step in to investigate that identical situation, because you cannot be operating a big company like Aslam Metal and still using equipment that is at risk. Now we lost our life. Our old machine we're using, and most of the creams and things, they are hydraulic. They operate on that hydraulic oil, and when you bust, everything become powerless. If you own an excavator, someone is excavating, by the time hydraulic to do bust, boop, it coming down. If you own it, sorry for you, you are dead. We move on to the education sector. Say 2,000 plus wax fees still paid by private individual, like Alexander B. Comis. Public schools still lack benches, labs, teachers. UL still underfunded, while politicians do showship tour. While our politicians fly right, going to B Martin and thing, talking all type of rubbish all over the place, showing up and all the kind of thing. You are you are the biggest learning institution in our country. They still don't have. They are lack benches and chairs. If you go on the university campus, you see people, students toting chair from the other session to the other session. While our chairs should just be seated at that identical session you are moving to, while other people come and sit in that seat you are once sitting. I mean, fellow Liberian, it is bad. We need to, stand up. And we don't want to go back to the dark days. Yes, we don't want to go back to the dark days. The only strength we have, it is at that battle box. All of what is going on, all of the things that they are doing to us, Liberians, it is where we need to make them to know that we are no longer stupid in this country. Nobody's stupid here. Yes. We come to sanitation. You look around Monrovia, because for me, I don't allow you. I don't travel all of Maserado just like that. So I would stress on what I can see. Monrovia drainages, waste management collapse, reports in Kidman. Near B Mountain, chloride, typhoid risks up in rainy season. Now we are driving into the rainy season. Trust me, the death rate will increase in Kidman. Because chloride, that signal they call chloride, they don't waste time. It drain you in your nighttime. Before the next morning, you don't have ground to stand. Your little boxer and on these end that use to feel you, boop. You worry about it, just dropping. Now what chloride can do? And they are using chemical contaminating these people drinking water, because these urban countries and countries and things, they use creek. They draw the drinking water from creeks. So with all of the area, surrounding the B Mountains being contaminated, what you think? Now why the very B Mountain producing their own water. These people are across the boundary. They produce their own cement down there. They produce their own water. They came to Liberia for money. But now they're producing their own water. They're producing their own cement that they use to construct I got it, expatriates homes and things. Yeah, offices and things around our places. We are entering the rainy season. Chloride and typhoid, the race will clean up. Move on to tourism. No new strategies. Horrific sites like Providence Island, beaches, ecotourism, potential in-nose roads plus sanitation kill sectors before it starts. You got a private island right here. Talk about tourism all over the place. All of these things have been looked into. Now, Providence Island, the beaches, the ecotourism potential all of the no roads, no good sanitation, and all of these things kills the tourism sector before it even start to become effective. Now the rescue promise release arrest the labor struggle. They rescue now, they promise all relief, but now the rescue promise release, but now they arrest the labor struggle. Our problem in this country is not ideas, it is execution, fellow Liberians. Our problem is not idea, it is execution. People fail to execute that duty of theirs. 2 million jobs needs presidential power to fix this system. The whole system we're talking about, oh yeah, the system this, the system that. We need 2 million jobs to fix this system. These are few questions that needed to be asked to our audience, people watching or listening via radio. If B Mountain can move 8 tons of gold, why can't we move food from Lofa to Monrovia? 8 tons of gold a year. Is arrest now the opposite of rescue? Are Liberians less rescued than today, than 2023? Are we rescued than 2023? Who benefits from showship toy if road schools cleaners do not follow? Fellow Liberians, this is where we find ourselves, right? This is where we find ourselves. The ball is in our court. We have seen, we have heard. And all of these things that we have heard have never come to fruition. People making fake promises all over the place. Past government, present government, the the bad system in the court. There is no rule of law in this country anymore. Government violate the rule of law. They respect the court system and nothing come out of it. Nothing come out of it. So Jeffrey, I want you to have a brief say on it before we can move on to our college segment.
Yes, so I sat back and I listened. You had a very, strong point there, and you attack those various points that needed to be touched. Indeed, Liberia now is not just about ideas; it's about innovations as well. Like Ta Wongwe
Yeah,
has said. So Liberia now, a whole lot needs to be done uh, in transforming this nation. It is not just about one individual who will just sit down and you know believe that it will just fall from the sky.
yeah,
And I've sat with uh, in an I interview, like I said the other day. I interviewed Mr. Cummins here when he appeared on our platform. And he had a lot to say, and all of those things that I listened to, what he said are just the clear realities of our country. Liberia, we need this country. We need somebody who will just start to think from the where they said just think beyond, look and look and look. So Ta Wongwe, having had a conversation with Mr. Cummins, he saw, and I know that he believes that all of these things with what Mr. Cummins has done. So he believes that Elizabeth Cummins, you know, could make a change, come back in the country, could turn the table around, so that Liberians can see and start to benefit from their own country. So yes, we will go to the lines, and then we listen to the callers, what they have to say about these things. Key things I'll highlight that you make your point on. Tai Wongwe, highlight a few points. He believes that Mr. Cummins has a proven leadership skill.
yeah,
All right. He also believes that Mr. Cummins has, um, a mindset of building systems. He's a systems builder,
yeah,
and he's not just, a handout politicians. He believes that, um, problems, Liberia's problem is not just about ideas,
yeah.
it's just the execution.
Execution.
You might have all of those ideas, but once they are not, put into practice, they're not being executed.
Yeah.
You will still be like doing the same thing and over again, and without results. He also talked about, the independence of Mr. Cummins. He's independent and he has integrity. Those are the things that I'm just recapping what
Yeah,
Ta
no,
Wongwe, yes,
yeah.
to the audience now, what Ta Wongwe wrote, or what the conversation, what he took from, Mr. Cummins,
yeah.
yes, because he said, according to him, Cummins is financially independent. It's not one person, excuse me, who would depend on a whole country, to survive or to be financially stable.
Yeah.
So he's not a one person. That's what that woman thinks. And he says, globally, Mr. Cummins is credible. He has the credibility around the world. Well, many people will say, according to him, but But you've managed all of this. You've acquired this. You got all of these things. Why you want to go back to Liberia? Why Liberia? Well, Mr. Cummins believes that according to Tar, Liberia needs to benefit. Liberia needs change. Yeah, Liberia needs a visionary leader. So that's what,
Okay.
yeah, that's what he thinks, because he believes that, he has he has gotten a lot of international records, recommendations, and what have you, respect for him out there. So he believes that the respect out there should, narrow down to Liberia in this country. And he also talked about consistency, right? Uh, he talked about consistency. That Mr. Cummins is a man who is consistent, uh, as far as his character. He said the man yesterday, some 5, 6, 7 years ago, it is the same man today. The man some 9 years ago, it is the same man today. Yeah,
Nothing have
so
changed.
yeah, so he believes that, because when he had a meeting, he said, but the same Cummins I met in 2015, back then, 2017, it is
He
the
has
same
not
Cummins
changed.
I am seeing today. So, you know, but that is it, folks. With all of these things, Star One we highlighted global credibility, talk about local commitment, that he has, gotten international respect, but he still chose to come to Liberia and invest in his own country. What do you make of this? Cummins is, he's independent and he has integrity and credit. What do you make of it? Cummins has proven a leadership, at a point where you can not even imagine. Yeah, so he has this leadership skill. So yes, uh, we'll take course on 0 777 959 959 0 777 959 959 0889 plus 231 777 959 959 are the numbers you can use to be a part of the conversation here. This is LIB Future TV. Your host today is Joseph Coleman, and I'm also here, your producer. What do you make of all of these things highlighted on the show tonight? Let's hear you, the Liberian people. Excuse me, you, the Liberian people out there. What do you make of all of these things? A man who has proven leadership at scale. He did not just work, at Coca-Cola, but he led the entire Coca-Cola Africa,
Yeah.
and then he later became, chief administrative officer. So it means that, well, he had managed billion-dollar systems, complex countries, crisis, and people has skill in helping to transform, the brand, the Coca-Cola, right? And so Liberia, according to Tar, he believes that Liberia needs that level of competence. A man who managed a multi-billion-dollar company
Yeah.
and going to the, executive level, serving as administrative officer for Coca-Cola Africa. So, fellow Liberians, uh, the man who has integrity, according to Taiwan, what do you make of all of these things, these characters, these accolades, all these characteristics within Mr. Cummins, Alexander Cummins, the political leader of the ANC? Do you believe that, with all what Tar has said, that yes, Cummins could be the change, he could make a change in the Liberian society, he could change Liberia, put Liberia on par, make Liberia great, so that the resources in this nation that have been exported, um, they can, so that Liberians can actually benefit from be mounting the 900 kilograms of gold that leaves every month, amounting to 1.6 billion annually. Do you believe that uh, every quantity of gold that is mined out of Grand Cape Mount County, Liberia should have a percentage share, a share of that production, a percentage of every gold every diamond, every rubber, every mineral that lives, that is extracted from the soil of Liberia. What are your thoughts? Let's hear you on 0777 959 959 0777 959 959. Want to hear from the people in West Point, the people in Grand Jide, the people in Maryland, those of you in Grand Cape. I haven't heard. I don't know why people from Big Mountain, when we're having these conversations on concessions, especially
They
with,
get caught.
on Grand Cape Mount, they just sit down. They don't talk about these things, but
Yeah.
these are some paramount concerns. These are issues that we need to talk about all of the time, right?
And Jeff,
Yeah.
these are one of the problems of Liberians, right?
They feel complacent at times.
They don't feel complacent, right?
But let me take Mohammed Donzo. I'll come back
Okay.
to you or Joseph. Let's get Mohammed Donzo. Mohammed, welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Jeff.
Good evening.
And good evening to your panelists in the diaspora. Yeah, well, Jeff, I listened to your panelists, you have a good, expose, but I have in Jeff, what he said with me, expose,
Yeah.
and yeah, and he said that all the presidents that came in Liberia, the president failed the Liberian people. I just want to enjoy what he said.
Yeah.
Failed the Liberian people. Yeah, I just want to enjoy what he said when in his exposé. President, he failed the Liberian people. President left a foul because of propaganda, false and misleading propaganda of the Unity Party and of Mr. Boakai. Uh, and he's saying that the president I feel because of he did a transmitter, development in Liberia, and he did a best in the Liberian for appreciating what he did. But it was a propaganda, and we wouldn't mind the propaganda, and the propaganda didn't well work because the margin was just 17,000 votes, and we know the Liberian people voted for President Weah. But he's saying that, and I want to tell you that he should look around the country, what President Weah did, the development he did, he built, parks, he built, he paved, I can say about nothing feeder road in the city,
Okay.
well, a people never and ever see a feeder road where people could tell, for example, the community where he here from, but why he built a beautiful mini stadium while the Liberian people are very, admire of him, and then your plan is saying that, you know, you know, president like him, the feel the Liberian people. That's what I want to enjoy, and I think kind of Taiwan where Taiwan when he's ANC, kind of thing, and I mean quote from the from up, from your political, he said that if you are going for a march, you can never, deceive yourself because you should know that you should be the victory for that march. You can't go and say you want to be a second round winner. And time when he from the ANC, so he got to praise his candidates, which is coming, which is coming. But he's saying that Mr. Kumi is well known internationally. He's simply saying that only Mr. Kumi is well known internationally. President Weah is well known internationally. The entire world know President Weah. He shouldn't just make statement. I'm not saying that what he said. You gotta polish it. It's standard bearer. That's the reason I gotta polish my own standard bearer.
Okay.
So thank for you guys for the great show.
Thank you.
And I want for our the opposition to come together as one. Let's go for primary. If ANC win to lead the opposition, I agree. And CDC win, you should agree. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Donzo. Thank you for your point. Well taken. 0777 959 959 0777 959 959 088 283 0889 283938 are the numbers you can use to be a part of the show here tonight on Kia Radio 95.9, LIB Future TV. Let's hear from you. What do you make of the talking points, the discussions this evening on the program here with Joseph Coleman, and of course we're here having a wonderful conversation. Yeah, Joe, you listen to him.
Yeah, what I want to say to the brother is this. The reason why I said the previous leaders are all failed Liberians, including the present, is this. Liberians are still struggling. Liberians are still lavishing Azure poverty. If you can take your people from Azure poverty.
Let me hold you there. We have a call.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Yes, your name and where you call from?
This is Mustafa Olusari calling from.
Mustafa, you say you're calling from where? Mustafa, I think you have to change your location and call back without hearing you. Yes, I think, yeah, Mustafa, you change your location and you call back. We're not hearing you. Go ahead.
So if you can, as a leader, right, you come into power, remember these people voted you based on hope that you will revive their lives and improve it for the better. So if you cannot take them to that level that they deserve,
let me take this.
Okay, you can take it.
Yes.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yes, we're good.
Yeah, thanks very much for the program. I've been monitoring the program. Yeah, like you said, what you people discussing on radio, people in Cape Mount hearing you, but nobody can talk.
Okay. Are
Yeah,
you calling from Cape Mount?
Yeah.
Okay. Which part of Cape Mount are you calling from?
Yeah, see, the country in which we found ourselves today, the leaders do not have the citizens at heart.
Okay.
They only care for themselves.
Wow.
Yes, my brother, just think about the time Diamante has been established in Cape Mount.
Yeah.
We don't have any standard high school, neither university or neither health facility to be built by that particular company. Such a multi-millionaire company in the country. The B Mountain Company is a company, if the leaders of Liberia have the citizens at heart, can build the entire nation, Liberia itself. But when we found ourselves today, it seems like we are living in the kingdom of white animals eating the lazy ones.
Okay.
Yeah, because could you just imagine, my brother, if you would have been to Kinjo by the old road that they were leading to Kinjo.
Yeah.
The chemical the people use to wash their gravel kill the entire forest down without brushing it. Giant trees breaking their branches down. The whole entire area seems to be like a lake, green in color. These people block that particular water with squash rack, and it started passing under the ground, getting on the car road. But how can they close that particular area and open another road to get to Kinjo? And the people down the river, of which they're working on the Mafa River, people using that water down.
Wow.
These people are still drinking from Kobolia downwards. They are still drinking, washing from that water. Why are they producing their own mineral water without supporting those people? But who cares for the masses? Who is there? All of these people just responsible to go there, ask them, get something from them. The destruction that is going on in Cape Mount, I'm highly disappointed. It's a town can be turned over to a company to be taken away. A town that citizens got together, our ancestors made sacrifices to build. Those towns have been broken down today just for the interest of what they have. And if the people want to say, they say, oh, citizens who they have, some inch from where their house is to go down, say street. Besides that, anything that under there, the government has control over it. So if the citizens refuse or not, the government can come in with power. Okay. You see? So if you can pay a visit to Cape Mount, nothing you will see. Nothing, my brother, nothing you will see to be a sign Just imagine God make the darkness for our sleeping time, for us to rest. Look at the securities that are working in King Jordan. Go to Bangoma. Ask how much they are being paid. $195 per month. And out of that 195, my brother, according to what our brothers always tell us, if they find you sleeping and then they take your picture, $100 have gone from your salary at the end of the month. Wow. So if the people snap you, they snap you 2 times in the month, you will be holding them $5. Where are we heading to? Where are we, the Liberians, heading to? You see, as our brother just discussing, the leaders are disappointing us. For me, this is one of the greatest points that Chancellor was taken out of this country. Because he said anything you want to get out of Liberia should be produced here and teach Liberians. You see? So, my brother, we have been talking, but our voices can never take us anywhere. So we're just looking up to God to give us a child, like the child that we gave to the people of Burkina Faso. So good evening and good night to you all there.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your points. A very well, good point you struck there. You know, we're still taking course on 777-959-959. Let's hear you, Liberians. Let's hear your reactions to some of these things we're talking on the radio. You listen to Joseph. He said a whole lot, some good things. What do you have to say? What do you make of these talking points? Let's hear you on 0777-959-959. 0777-959-959. Let's hear you. What do you make of this? 08928 3938. Okay. Yeah, Joseph.
Yeah, let me just complete my on what I want to say about what the previous caller said. If you are a leader and the people elect,
I think this person, another the calls are coming one after the other. Yes, let's hear you.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
This is Isaac. We are calling from 64 people, part-time visual fee.
Welcome, Isaac.
Okay. Well, I got to say, I always say that, all event continue wants to. When co-promoter is still your money, go green, and go Kasawali. The 2 parties, the Unity Party, the CDC, frustrating us. Unity Party. And for me, first, our CDC, or our own brother from the side, from River G. For our own brother, that nothing good in that do. That make us shame. So I look at the public being in state for 2 years in power, so I don't know, I really CDC now, join Unity Party, and I mean, I come as a Google. Yeah, Unity Party, I go join again. That is thinking. So, my brother in studio, remember when I hear God said in heaven, God knows that Kumi can't come in. But we will be very soon. Unity Party going that election time is waiting for. Election need to play us as the city won't find. We must be very attentive, careful with election are coming. I open our eye, no one will fool with 2 hard bear. We you there, then careful on there.
They take you from your place, they carry you all the way, eh?
Yeah, so for me, on ANC, I carry a zero queen.
Okay.
Well, I got to say.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, Joe, go ahead.
Yeah, Geraldine, my brother, yes, in the first quarter, I honestly the point that he's trying to defend his side, but I will tell you for free. If anybody ever listen to the how you call the people of Toho community. When President we are constructed that role, former President we are constructed that role, and when the by-election between Darusila and Polita CC weird. You know the people of Toho community say, yeah, that road they will eat. Trust me.
Yeah.
They voted Dara Dillon overwhelmingly. They said that road over eat. So if you cannot take your people from actual poverty, bro, you heading nowhere. Take for instance, look at the market. The market has choked with landlord, sellers. Now you don't have to go there to buy. They forget to know that we the ordinary people, when you are unemployed, they themselves are unemployed because you will not make business without the ordinary people. We are in the masses. Yes, we are in the masses. If I'm not taking pay, my children can go in the market to buy. If you're not taking pay, your children can go in the market to buy. Your wife can go in the market to buy. My wife can go in the market to buy. So that is a clear manifestations of how these the previous and the present have felt. Or family currently, or family cannot, finance their children in school. Some of the children, they will choose which you want to go to school, which you want to not go. And school fees is high rocketing. And now the current government cannot control the prices, the school fees. The price of school fees. You get to check with the owners of the various schools. They say, oh yeah, school fees should be limited to the SYZ and thing. But then they are still, if you go to the various schools and ask how much they're paying their teachers, you say, well, what the reason are the people, like, for instance, PDRs, you ask for a school fees, but there's a parent next year, the 12th graders will be paying $1,000. You have 10th grade, 7th grade, 10th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, paying $700-800 as tuition. So, how many, librarians you think that in a position to send those children to those, and they are still not paying teachers that are, teaching in those schools. They are not hamstering their pay. Now they say because they are paying the teacher, they increase tuition because they are, paying the teacher, extra. No, they are not paying the teacher extra. But yet they say they increase the tuition because of name. That the old schools now, C area, B area, MC, conference. But I will pay respect to the Catholic institutions. And you understand? Because they have been consistent when it comes to their tuition. Apparently they have increased, but not compared to the other schools like JJ Roberts, CWA, BW Harris, and things. So our brother need to understand that his family need his children. I don't know whether he has children or his daughter or his sons need to be. He need to take his daughter or his son for ice cream on a Saturday while he or she is not in school? Is it a right? Is that child right to all of these things? It is his right to work in this country. He should not be deprived of not working in this country. So if a government deprive you of not working, that government, I declare that government failed. If that government cannot provide job for you, that government has failed. Massively. It can provide job for you. For we are not plenty in the country. We are 5 million people, according to statistics. You cannot even create 1 million job. 1 million job. You cannot create a 1 million job in this country. The private sector, this is the only country we see in Africa that the government is the higher employer. Because government are downsizing employees and things, the hardship increase. To tell you that the government is the higher employer. And as a government, you need to prioritize the private sector. Try to make the private sector vibrant. That will attract people from working within government to the private sector. If you do not make your private sector vibrant, then you have a problem within government. Everybody feel that at 25 years, guaranteed job, because when you are civil servant, you gotta live 25 year guarantee. You there, you hustling on it, and stuff like that. It should not be that, Jefferson. We should be on a big job. And job should be, to do based on qualifications. Up to now, since 2015, they draft the minimum wage bill. The teaching wire, they drafted it. Up to now, you have not faced it. I don't know whether you have any idea on that the minimum wage in our country is 68 cents per hour, meaning the minimum. And they did not carry, what should I say? Carry. Yeah, they did not distinguish, right? As the minimum wage based on qualification or what? Why BSc holder trade, SYC, no. They just said the minimum wage bill, any company that they talk about P Martin and 68 cents per hour, which is $5.50. So if P Martin paying the workers, the least worker $250, $300, they are doing plus. They go far beyond the minimum wage. And you understand? As a matter of paying the worker, they go far. But it should not be like that. It should be on this level that when you talk about minimum wage, you stipulate unskilled laborers, because you got unskilled laborers, you got skilled laborers, and you know what I'm saying? And those that have degree, they got professional people. Or BSc holder, your starting salary should be 1,002. Master degree, 2,000. And onward. Then by the time you graduating from high school, you graduating from college, you know exactly what you are about to earn your first job. You graduated from as a BSc degree holder, you know exactly what you're going to earn. That's my point in this whole thing. The previous government and beyond have failed. You fail to create job for your people, you fail. They did some. Everybody know. Even the present government, they are doing what they can do. In other areas, a lot of areas they are failed. So I can clearly tell that individual that the present, the past have failed us. We are looking forward to the future. Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah. So, fellow Liberians, we're still taking your course 0777 959 959 0777 959 959 0889 283938 0889 283938 are the numbers you can use to be a part of the show tonight here on LIB Future TV on Kia Radio 95.9. A lot of issues being highlighted, a lot of conversations. What do you make of all of these talking points, all of the points being highlighted tonight on the show? It is time for you, Liberians, to also have your say. Don't be the ones sitting just on the fence, you just watching, and you too have a voice. It is your right to speak. You have the right to speak. So yes, this is the platform that affords you the opportunity to say what's on your mind, to say what you want to say. Okay, so yes, we're here. We're taking course on 0777 959 959 0777 959 959. Joseph Coleman is your host tonight on the show. So let's recognize some followers. Sylvester Shoni, hello. Asatu Walker, and of course Henry T. Tool Jr., and of course our own Miss Catherine Gibson is also watching as well. Henry is watching from Carwell, his residence there. So we're here. Let me see if I can get this person on the line. Good evening.
Good evening.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm Coco from Kawa.
Coco from Kawa. Let's hear you, Coco.
Well, what my mom have to do with this country, the way it's running down the train. The vigilante there, many of you cool to more far there. They need to leave that place that anyway country go straight. Seriously, the Tomo Falao, we say that the people are scared the people to what they could tell me, share there for almost 7 years or 7 more or 8 years. They were there eating our money. This come around the bush to expel somebody, they expel people, they need to be expelled also. They need to move from that place. But I don't know, we always let them back in the wrong people that we always be at. Now that we are the justice, or what happened in Fiji, right now, the justice. The border issue, the closing down with other topics. What happened to the border issue? Why the way forward and what we hear and why the end of it? We can't hear nothing about 8 years. I recall it, we other way call you about 8 years. Why it will be that way? In the country always done. And it's still working hard. Somebody get 35,000 a job is done, job for somebody. Who eating the money? These are some of the things in the country too. I don't know how the country will wake up. Outside the country. So the man on the other side calling a dog. Because actually a dog now. So all of them from that place. All down to the family hotel that time. All of them will be both from that whole place that will be all right. Other than that, we stay be here to be talking on that. I thank you.
Thank you so much. Joseph the Messiah, well, Speaker Kuhn and Deputy Speaker Fala, they will have to do the right thing for this country if Liberia must move forward. The Speaker and the Deputy Speaker.
The fellow is right. He will always be right when it comes to the legislature. He wouldn't just stress on Speaker Kuhn and Speaker Fala. But
yes, but the expulsion as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
The rest of those legislatures, the rest of them, until you can justify inclusion, the rest of them, we don't need it now. You don't mean well for the country. We don't need it there. Where is the essence of you being opposition? What the essence? You people only there to, oh yeah, the president, the executive got SYC package for you. You need to do the needful, remove SYC. Then boom, you jump up. You put it in the signature. Papa, you collect that 35,000. You see that? Brother, we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. These people will continue to hear our here. And actually, if I had the power, they'll 70, because you get all move on it. There's part 72. All of them, district that they represent, they move. How many senators that they need to impeach your lawmaker? I don't have a broad idea to that. But if
They could just have to tear
to
remove, yes.
of the eligible voter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you start putting your senators, on you remove all the people from that, all of them, and you will choose your own people to go there, and telling them that if you go there, the thing well do, you're not doing moving your on it. Speaker who parade say I'm Regime Speaker. Bro, we're not serious in the country. And we say we got political, we got I got an opposition in that house where the president can literally buy and make decision. President, they asking him concerning the expansion of Yaga Koluba. He's speaking about that things that never happened before that will happen now. Going ahead talking about when you walking ahead, you see dog barking behind you, and you don't look at that Jackie movie. Dog only bag a criminal. Only criminal, intruders, evil people. I don't know you be all right. Dog will be barking. Dog will be barking. You be asking the dog where he barking at. I want that dog can see where he barking at. But mind you, if you take it on a dog, if you take dog is one of the loyal pets we have in the world. That when you take it on a dog, you feed that dog is loyal to you. So when you find a dog going against you as a human, then you must know say you on the wrong path. Doesn't need you change. People are trying to get fast about their own dog issue and things. I said, no, but you're not getting fast. Hey, you understand? That man sending the thing back to a very sad. Dog is a very friendly pet. You're talking about snake, you're talking about cat, you're talking about lion, you're talking about dog. So, fellow Liberians, it's about time we, as a citizen of this country, We need to revisit our decision. We need to think outside the box. We need to think outside the box. Some of you watching it, you know me well. I always been y'all might be surprised seeing me, yeah, going this way, but it is the truth. Because every decision I made now, I made that decision for my children, for my family. That decisions you made will revive your life, revive the life of your family. Come 2029. We don't need those people there. The reason why that brother spoke about that Senegalese president is because, and that man, the military leader, ain't all of that. He does not need any saying from the legislature. No, he suspend our whole constitution. He run a own show. Yes. So, and yeah, we run a democratic government. Yeah. But it is unfortunate that we only parade the name of democracy in our nation, but we don't follow the rules of democracy. The rule of law have been violated in this country on a countless time. We are no longer in the period of democracy. We are heading to a dictatorship. A Liberians does not think wise. Because if you observe these people that are in power, they are hungry and desperate for it. To relinquish it, it will take your pressure. That immense pressures from the ordinary citizen for them to relinquish this power. And we don't need a ruler. We need a leader in this country. Someone who will govern well. Somebody who have a unique track record. Someone who is corruption free. So I really just can't understand why we as Liberians, it's about time we forget about the party thing. Got to do away with the CDC, UP, ANC, and think about Liberia. Check. On a serious note, we are not moving forward. We have been through this thing for pretty close or 20 plus years. If not, I'm not mistaken, it's like approximately 20 years because Sally Johnson took power in 2006, right? Yeah, and we're in 2026, so definitely it's 20 years, right? Sure. 20 years we dragging this thing. Oh, UP policy, CDC. We need to forget this thing and think about your children's future. They are going for somebody that mean well for this country. They are, trying to portray what other nations have portrayed that have led to the success in infrastructure development and job creation, all other things. Alexander P. Cummings have been he have been in the private sector for quite a very long time. He understands how to attract investors to this country. I remember I say a week back, a student asked him about why can't you face the countries? Why you are, a private citizen? And he said, I like to respond to that. He said, I need the presidency to create 2,000 jobs, 2 million jobs. I need the presidency to make those decisions that are in the interest of the ordinary people, that are in the interest of the country, that benefit everybody in this country, except you on the contrary. We need a leader that will stand up for its citizens. A father that will sit in the bar and drink beer and eat barbecues and all of those things, while his home is ravaging in hunger, he is not a father. You don't think of a home, he is not a father. Fellow Liberians, it's about the time we move on from that 5 and 6. Because CDC and UP are 5 and 6. Yeah. We're waiting for UP to even complete that the 6 year. Yeah. They feel the Liberian people already. Because if you can look at those people that I can remember that Sonic campaign, the final campaign before the first round of the election, where you will see you see multitudes of people walking in the dirty water, those water that full of feces. From Vitan all the way Central Monrovia, water side, people were all jumping in that water and all of those things. If you see it, and to see the government treating the citizens, those very people that voted there, is very much disheartening. Sometimes I just sit and feel weak about this whole country. I don't want to be part of politics. Something was saying, you got to be part of it. It is a struggle that you have to be part of. If everybody was saying they cannot be part of it, then who will push the change? And change does not come from the sky. every well-meaning citizens have to contribute. Well, Jeff,
Yes, so Liberians, we here. Who do you believe can fix this country with all of what's happening? We're taking course, few more course on 0777 959 959. Joseph has highlighted a lot of issues on the show tonight. Uh, these are the current day realities. All of these things, they speak to just the current realities of our country, what we faced with, and what Liberians need. And this tendency, he said, about a two-party state, Liberia. I think it's time, according to, we should graduate from this now. Maybe you sat down, try. You go, maybe somebody said the tailing, but yes, um, you could try other people as well. Two-party state. This is a democratic state. It is a nation where, I mean, the rights are given to anybody. Once you reach the age to contest the presidency, it is a right as a citizen to contest and change Liberia. And so, like Ta Wongwe said, Representative Wongwe, well, some of those things he thinks, believes that Mr. Cummings has those criteria, those characteristics, the ability to lead this nation. It's not just about ruling. Leadership is not about ruling,
no.
not for you to rule, but it's for you to have the ability to lead. Once you are a good leader, you have people following you, and there'll be many people who want to follow your full path, your footsteps, and so Tangme has seen a lot of good things in Mr. Cummings, owing to the fact that he just had a meeting with him, and then with his ECOWAS comrades, I would say, a team that visited him as well, his partners,
Yeah.
his colleagues. So, yes, Liberia can get better.
Sure.
Liberia can be better again, but it will only get better. Things will only get better when this nation is in the hands of the right leader. In the hands of the right leader, rather than somebody who would just refer to Liberians as dogs.
Sure.
Yeah, and somebody would say that is a figurative expression. Is an idiomatic. I don't know how to really brand that, but whatever way you term it, whether some people say President Baka was not referring to Liberians here. So okay, he was referring to the president was speaking to people who now here he said they don't mind those people. So are they not Liberians? Even though they're now on the soil, but are they not Liberians? But it is just it's just a reality. I mean, it's just the situation that you know. So I just thought to just weigh in on that. But let me take this final call here. This person.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I think we are again from District 14.
As we are.
Yeah, Clara President, do you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I want to know the teacher is confused. What we need from other people, they love because they comment, they go out, others they still love because they're there. What we are in the country?
Yeah, they add another seats. They
add
another district.
Then what get it for what good I will put it out, like give it to go hard and who was speaking no money, you pay it.
From 73 to 89 lawmakers.
What character thing there? We finish.
Yeah. But you'll get new districts in Maserado.
Look at what happening. The man, the person for the country will thank you, man.
Thank you so much. I think Sekou Fofana wants to weigh in. Sekou, let me put you through. Welcome, my brother.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, brother.
Thank you for the show.
Yeah.
Jeff, you know, Liberia problem. We the citizens will not know our for sure, Jeff.
I know, right?
They probably make us will not even get that for the country. Otherwise, the law, what they talk about creating another shit. We the one get power to them. We are their bosses. If we stand for the country, they will not happy, but we
No,
not
it
doing
is
that.
no, but that one is in the law.
Yeah, we know it's constitutional.
Yeah, but is the
But,
country prepared for that now?
but look at the economic constraint in the country.
That's what I'm asking. Whether the country is prepared for that now?
We're not prepared for it because the people they wanted that day they give you a hard time.
Because even the $1.2 billion budget we have not even seen anything.
Nothing. Maybe the budget and they get in their houses.
Yeah, then the central bank governor is pleading for additional 70, the printing of $79 billion.
But you know they can print all that money that we can no impact they can make on our life. Then they want to create another.
And you need over $11 million just to print that $79 billion.
Yeah, they continue. No, you're just to here's what we call you, but for them to correct the change, it will be very hard. Everything is possible. We know in law, but you can look at your person continue. Person reality, you can look at. So Jeff, I beg you, you know what saying the number.
Oh yeah. I will do it just after the show. I forgot. I've been busy today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, we just have seconds. We can wrap up.
Yes. Well, fellow Liberians, it's about time we move on with the two-party thing, CDC, UP, and try to think, make that decision that will be beneficial to your family, your children, your generation will come. And you're moving away from this CDC, UP. It have not been helping us. It currently it's not helping us, and it would never help us. Goodbye. My name is Joseph Coleman. Joseph Papa Coleman. See you next Wednesday. Goodbye.
Okay, it has been a wonderful show here, Joseph Coleman, and of course, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to us. Tomorrow is Thursday, is the prime time conversation with Dr. Pearson, and of course, we'll be here. That segment is a segment that you answer a question, you walk away with a dollar card. So tomorrow it's going to be a wonderful conversation again. My name is Jefferson Weah. Have yourselves a blessed day from Monrovia. Next on this radio, 9 o'clock is our commercials. First after that, we'll bring you the program, God's Word Still Works.
LIB Future TV, giving voice to progressive Liberians, speaking about politics, entertainment, and local news.